It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Under center, it'll be the Southern California native standing at 6'4", Sam Darnold.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw 1 interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are a tough coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-to-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-to-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
He's tackled at the 20.
Pretty much unreal. Not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. They'll run it with Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The running back.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
The 17-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Vikings.
Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, it's second down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On second down, Williams. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Another carry.
Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game?
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Over 1st and 10. At their own.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Darnold, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
You know,
and they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 33. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game, and that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground.
Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they give this time to the tailback. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They will look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. He finds some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Now, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. And this one quickly to Lamb. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Darnold on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch the mic. Watch one. Come up the ball.
Darnold from the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pass intended for number 48, incomplete. It's now third and
an incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
So here are the Vikings to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They start the second half here with Williams. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Finding room at the 30 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Another carry for them.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up second and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Come on, dog.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Ball carrier.
8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a third and 11 coming up.
Gain of 8. And it brings up third down.
Coming to you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On the ground, this is Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Watch one. Watch one. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. So nice number one. Man, I got that.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Pass intended for C.D. Lamb. Incomplete.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is fielded at the 27. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 at this point. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
Again, it's Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Here we go.
And again this time to the tailback. Down right around the 25.
Number 20, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Williams. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. He has just eclipsed the 13,000-yard mark for his career. What a career it's been. Incredible running the football. He'll get this up awfully close to a first down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Here we go with Williams. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Brings up 3rd.
Now Darnold. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Throwing again is Darnold. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Minnesota, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as